What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another SLA video. All right, guys, we're at it. We're making big changes. The game is having adjustments, and there is literally going to be no more real quote-unquote meta being done for a lot of content. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. Now, first off, before we get into this video, I want to say quickly, please go check out my live stream. It's going to be happening today. We're going to be doing some content for SLA, plus other games. You guys know my live streams are crazy. I'll be giving out some free memberships, plus I'll be doing a live giveaway today for my Fire-only account. That's right, one lucky winner will get that account, and the more donations that come through, the more likely the person that gets to choose it is going to be the highest donator. So please, if you are interested in the account, come join me live today. That'll be happening at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll be doing the giveaway randomly throughout the entire event. So make sure you join the live stream. Number two, what am I talking about? What exactly am I referring to when I say the meta is changing? So if you look up the update for Battlefield of Time Season 8 balance adjustments, this is a big change, guys. So the balance will be adjusted for Battlefield of Season 8 starting on the 20th, which is technically today. Monsters attack will decrease, but the HP of all monsters will increase. So Battlefield of Time is now going to be a little bit more difficult. Now, to adjust that, they've also given us the Fighting Spirit buff effect after 80 seconds of battle will be significantly enhanced. So after 80 seconds, your buff will be enhanced to finish it a little quicker. The weakness attribute type in the Battlefield of Time will increase from 1 type to 2 types, but there is an interesting change to all of this. When equipping a weapon or deploying a hunter with the boss's designated attribute, a combat power penalty will be applied for 120 seconds. That's right. There's no more using the same weapons, no matter what the element is. There's no more meta. It's completely changed. I'm going to show you guys this real quick. And now SR Hunter stats adjustments will be modified to match those of SSR Hunters. Now, I think this is an amazing change personally, but I'm curious to hear what you guys have to think. So before we get into that whole thing, I'm going to show you guys what the penalty looks like and how it all makes the adjustment change and how the meta no longer exists. Make sure, guys, you go click on that support button. We're at 7,000 supporters. 6 codes have been sent out daily to you guys for you guys to get Essence Stones, Skill Scrolls, 30% off the web shop, etc. If you guys have not done so, click that support button and get yourself into the support program, and you guys will get your codes as well. Now, remember, the top 100 is always going to be eligible after every season to win a $100 gift card. I currently have a giveaway going on, which actually should have ended today, so I should have a few winners, and my number one will always get themselves a $100 gift card winning chance every single season. So guys, if you have not done so, go join the Discord. Make sure you're part of the giveaways. And you guys can see here, we've got 2 days left actually for the winner here to win the $100. I've got 281 people applying to that one, and I've got my top 100 here at 41 people. So, or sorry, 48 people. So make sure, guys, you are applying to the Discord and getting yourself in, getting those roles to win a chance. Now, real quick before I go further, top 10 right here. Shout out to you guys. NID 141 307 878, Omega X 724, Patches, Reha, I haven't seen your name before, so thank you for joining. 906, Cloud, and Lucy, top 10, kicking ass, taking names, and I just want to say thank you. Now, let's go into the actual game itself and show you guys what's going on. So Battlefield of Time has now changed, okay? Before it used to be 1 element, now you can do 2. So you guys can see here, the recommended elements here are going to be wind and water, okay? So those are going to be now the new things. Now, because we have the ability to use SR Hunters, that helps. But what happens? What happens when you're using the weapon of choice that is actually nerfed? So you guys can see here, fire and dark are actually going to be nerfed here, okay? Now, there actually is a penalty. So let's see what that penalty looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and put the, let's put keep Moonshadow daggers on, and let's put in a wind weapon, okay? We'll just kind of match it up here. You guys can see here, I don't have any of the actual fire or dark units. So we're going to go in just like this. And what I'm going to do also, just to make things interesting, is I don't think skills change anything. So we're going to make sure the skills are okay. Okay, we're good with skills. And we're going to just walk in here real quick and see this penalty on the screen. Okay, so you guys will see that it does make quite the difference. You guys can see down there on my buff bar, right? You guys can see there's a -5 or a 5 down arrow. Now, what does this mean? Essentially, this means that I'm getting debuffed by almost, I believe, 50%, right? You guys can see my damage, right? I'm going to just do basic attack here, basic attack here. All right, you guys see it's in the 2000s, right? Basic attack, 2000s, 2000s, 3000 crit there, right? And you guys can see here that will last quite some time. Now, if I were to change this to Moonshadow, right? Look at the little bit of damage I do. Now, this will last for 90 whole seconds. So I have to sit here for 90 seconds, guys, for this debuff to end. So that's a pretty big, significant amount of time for those who are so used to doing POD, sorry, not POD, BOT at a really quick rate, right? So this debuff here is something you don't want to deal with. It's huge. I mean huge, right? So watch. Let's just try to last the whole 90 seconds here, and you'll see that the debuff will go away. But again, it's really not worth going through it. So your best bet now, guys, is no longer using the non-recommended element. So we're going to go ahead and try an element that we'll try light, for example. See, do we get a penalty if we use a light weapon? I don't think we do, because it's not one of the resistant weapons. I think it has to specifically be one of the non-resistant elements, okay? Look at this, the debuff's still around. Holy jeez, this thing stays around the whole time? All right, there's a minute 30 right there. Like we're past now the 60-point mark, right? So, and it's still here. So I'm not. Oh, I guess they said the buff enhancement goes up. I'm gonna go to 2 minutes and see if this goes away, and I don't think it does. I think it sticks around. Okay, let's see. And we're gonna test skills out as well. See if skills. I don't think skills cause it. I'm pretty sure it's only weapons. Oh, there it is. It is going away. 2 minute mark gone. Okay, so the 2 minute mark, it does disappear. So that's a really, really long time. Something most people at BOT will be way past. Okay, so that is a huge penalty. Now let's go into here and see what happens if you equip a, let's say, a light weapon. Okay, because light's not part of the equation. We know these guys are all light and water. Do we get a penalty if you do this? I don't think you do, because it's not a resistant weapon, but we'll double check. No, so see, you guys see there, no penalty at all, and there's no buff. Now, of course, if we attack now with this weapon, 3,000 versus 2,000. You guys can see right away there is already a difference in attack, right? So it's I would say it's a fairly big deal. Now let's go back here and see what happens when you equip a hunter with a dark attribute. Okay, let's put Libora in. Do you get the same penalty with hunters? We're gonna find out right now. Or is it just weapons? Nope, hunters also give you the penalty. So there's 5 there. Now, is this penalty stackable? Okay, so let's go double check to see if this now is a stackable penalty. If I go back in and I put on Plum Sword with Moonshadow, or we'll put Zeke's even, doesn't matter really. Do I get a penalty of 15%? No, so it stays at 5. So at least the penalty remains at 5%. Or 50, I guess 50% in this case, right? I think it's a 50% reduction in damage. Okay, now if we go back here again, and I take this off, and I take her off, right? Now the only thing that I have is skills. Does it affect skills? I don't think it does, but we're gonna double check with skills. So no, skills are fine. Skills are fine, okay? So you have to be very careful and mindful of that. So skills are still okay for SJW. You don't have to worry about that. So magnifying slashes can still be used, but obviously being a reduced damage, you may want to reconsider doing that. So there you guys go. I think this is a great change personally, because now it allows us not only to use SSRs, but it also allows us to use SR units that we never would normally use. And this will really help a lot of beginners. Even though this looks like it's a negative thing, I think this is a positive, because now a lot of people who are new to the game, who don't have all these buffed up SSR units, can now go ahead and use their A10 SR units and still do really well overall in terms of damage. So I think this is a great change for the game, and I think this is to be considered a positive free-to-play change for everybody. So I think this is a great thing for me personally, but I'm curious to hear what you guys have to think about it. Let me know in the comment sections your thoughts and if you think this is a great change or not. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.